You've heard the story 1,000 times. The glory of Rome, the invincible legions, the empire that conquered the world. But what if I told you it wasn't glory, it was survival? What if Rome didn't march to civilize, but to feed its hunger for control? Today, you'll witness the truth behind the myth, not through the eyes of an emperor, but through one man, a nameless gladiator lost in the sands of Numidia, a battle forgotten by history because it had no heroes, only the wind and the silence of the dead. The desert wakes under a brutal sun. Inside the Roman camp, men prepare for war in silence. They sharpen blades that have already forgotten mercy. Sand sticks to sweat, breath turns to dust. The centurion walks the line, eyes hollow, armor cracked, whispering the same lie every army tells itself. We are invincible, but Rome doesn't fight for justice. It fights to remind the world who owns the land. The gladiator tightens his grip on the gladius. His scars say more than his rank. He doesn't fight for gold or Rome. He fights because the world left him nothing else to do. The legions march. Hours turn to eternity beneath the burning sky. Lips crack, shields blister. The sand itself becomes an enemy. But ahead, movement. At first, a shimmer. Heat waves twisting shapes into ghosts. Then dust, horses. The Numidian riders appear like mirages, fast, silent, deadly. Rome halts, spears rise. Silence stretches thin. The drums slow, then stop. Only the wind moves now. Two worlds face each other, one forged in iron, the other born of the desert. And both know only one will walk away. The sound hits first, then the impact. Horses collide with shields, spears tear through flesh. desert explodes into chaos. Time fractures. 8 seconds become eternity. Dust erases faces. Blood paints the air. The gladiator fights blind, hearing only breath, metal, death. Rome's order collapses into noise. Men fall, trampled by their own. Screams melt into the roar of the storm. He strikes, parries, slips. Sand in his mouth, sun in his eyes. He's no hero, just another animal trying not to die. When the dust clears, nothing stands, only wind and bones. Silence returns, heavy, sacred, absolute. The desert swallows the noise. Bodies lie twisted, half buried in sand. Spears like broken trees, shields like forgotten prayers. The gladiator opens his eyes. He's still alive. His hands shake. His armor cracks with every breath. Around him, nothing. The wind moves through the corpses like a voice. He gets up slowly, dragging a shield that screams against the ground. The air smells of blood and sunburnt flesh. He walks through what remains of Rome's glory, a graveyard of obedience. He finds no gods here. No honor, only sand, and the echo of drums that will never play again. The sun begins to die. Shadows stretch across the dunes like ghosts. The gladiator climbs one last hill. Behind him, the war. Ahead, the horizon. He stands alone, small against the endless sea of gold. The wind sings through the spears, erasing his footprints one by one. He looks up. The stars return, cold and ancient. He drops the sword, opens his hand. Grains of sand fall through his fingers, the same dust that once belonged to empires. In the morning, the battlefield will be gone. Rome will call it victory. Numidia will call it silence. And history will call it glory. But the desert remembers the truth. There are no heroes here, only survivors, only the wind